Hey guys, Craig here. Today I'm bringing you the comparison video for the Streamlight TLR1-HL and the Nightstick TWM-850XL weapon lights. Overall build quality on these lights is excellent. Both lights are built similarly. I believe they are both 6061 T6 aluminum. The only main advantage I would give the Streamlight build-wise is on the tail cap. You can switch it out, and you can put on remote switches versus the Nightstick, where they make a long gun dedicated light. No big deal there. The Streamlight also comes in black and flat dark earth, so as you can see, I have the flat dark earth version, but again, not a big deal. Function-wise, the tail switches function similarly, so there's no real difference there. Personally, from using them, I think you can't go wrong with either light. They're both great lights, but the Nightstick is a cheaper option and is just as good, if not better, in my personal opinion. And from this point forward, as I buy weapon lights, I will be going with Nightstick. The Streamlight's probably going to go onto my Flat Dark Earth AR now. But yeah, I mean, good quality lights either way. If you're looking for one and you're considering the Streamlight, but you really don't want to spend the money, you don't have the money, you're a little hesitant, definitely look up the Nightsticks. They are fantastic lights. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll in some footage that I took of using my rangefinder to get some distances on some different things, and then some night footage. Okay guys, I'm going to try to get some ranges for these light tests. Mailbox down there is about 150 yards. But SUV, $267. Okay, those were distance ranges for testing lighting distances. These are some trees at the end of my dead end. About 90 yards, so we'll be using those for brightness testing, beam testing, etc. Alright guys, it's about 8 o'clock at night. You can see we have a street light down where we're going to be shining the lights to test it out, but remember we have a mailbox out at about 150 yards, and at about 267 there's an SUV. We're going to go ahead and start with the Nightstick. As you can see the mailbox, you can see the post for the mailbox. The reflective numbers definitely light up. Kind of hard, but you can faintly make out the SUV down there. Alright, now we're going to use the Streamlight. Again, you can easily make out the mailbox, the post. The reflective numbers definitely stand out. And again, at 267 yards, the SUV, hard to see on video, but it's barely able to be made out. I would say right now, comparison-wise at a distance, both of these lights would be decent at a rough identification out to maybe 150 yards. I don't know if you'd be able to solidly identify a threat or not, but seeing as they're, you know, what they are and the beam patterns, they seem to be doing pretty good. Let's go ahead, we'll go down and we'll see if we can cast some light down on the woods by the house and see what we got for beam pattern and brightness. Alright, now remember down at the end of this dead end at roughly 90 yards we have some trees, so we're going to go ahead and use the lights and see how they See how well they light up the trees and whatnot. Fortunately, there is a street light, but as you can tell from the video, it doesn't light the trees up that much. So we're gonna go ahead and start with the Streamlight. It's got a pretty good beam. It's lighting everything up fairly decent. It's got a fairly big hot spot with some surrounding floodability to it. Let's go ahead and test out the Nightstick. The Nightstick seems to be, even though it's less bright, seems to definitely put out more of a white bright light. You can definitely see the trees a lot clearer. We come down a little bit, it has a more focused hot spot, and definitely more of the surrounding flood to help light things up. So let's go ahead and compare them again. This is the Streamlight, Nightstick, Streamlight, Nightstick. That's both lights together and me turning the Streamlight on and off. Personally, in my opinion, the Nightstick is actually brighter, throws a better beam. I would have no problems making out a threat at about 90 yards with this light. I would feel comfortable as well with the Streamlight, but definitely more comfortable with the Nightstick. So I would definitely say, as I said before, I think that the Nightstick's better. My daughter, who's helping me out here, pointed it out better. She said the Streamlight has a narrower but dimmer beam pattern, whereas the Nightstick has a brighter and wider beam pattern. And doing a little bit of playing while we paused the video, it definitely makes a difference. Where we were standing, we were maybe 10 feet from a mailbox. You could shine out with the Streamlight and it would just kind of toss the light out, and it really wouldn't eliminate that mailbox. But the moment you turn that Nightstick on, it would light the trees up, and all the way down to being able to see that mailbox 10 feet in front of me with no problems. So again, I definitely think the Nightstick is probably a better light out of the two, but either one would be a light that I would definitely put on a handgun and feel comfortable to identify a target at easily 90 yards and identify potential targets out to 150. There you have it, guys. I mean, from the comparison of the two lights, they are very similar, but they have some distinct differences at the same time. As I've said throughout the video, I would put either one on a pistol or on a carbine with zero hesitation. Depends on how you feel financially about spending the money for a Streamlight versus spending a little less for the Nightstick. And personally, from my experience, I definitely go ahead and get that Nightstick. It's got a brighter white light to it, and it just seems to be a better beam pattern, and definitely makes a difference. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments below, and I'll see what I can do about getting you answers. This is Craig telling you, train with what you got.